What's going on, everybody? You already know what time it is, man. This is a special edition of the motherfucking Wake and Bake Show, man. And the reason I call this a special edition, man, because I really had no intentions on even doing this motherfucker. Because actually, I just sat down yesterday with my nephew, man, and knocked out episode 4. But I woke up this morning, man, with this on me to, like, you know, really just elaborate, man, and really just sit down, man, and talk about some of the things that I talk about more in depth. And not only that, is why do I even choose to even do this shit, man? You know why? You know what even got me to even coming to do podcasts, or you know what I'm saying, or even getting on Instagram, man, and making these videos and shit, man. And a lot of times, man, your first thing is, you know, when you see it, you thinking, oh, here go another motherfucker, you know what I'm saying, trying to be famous, or what he trying to do, or shit like that, man. But it was for none of those reasons, man. I ain't do this shit because I was trying to be famous, man. I did this shit, man, because honestly, this was just some shit I love to do, man. I love to sit down and tell people how great they are, man. Even when I'm talking to some people that may not even believe that they great. You know what I'm saying? And that's a choice you have to make to even feel that way, to even think that way. So that's why I do this shit, man. Because as much as I know that I'm great, and my life is great, I still understand that there's somebody out there, man, that may not feel that same way, man. So because of that, man, I feel it's my obligation, you know what I'm saying, to help inspire people to want to change their life, to want to see their life in a different way, man, to not want to always sit around, man, and wait on people and, you know, and blame things and make excuses for why their life is the way it is, man, because like I always say, man, even if it's true, man, you still in that situation. So that's really why I chose to do this shit, man, because it really just come from me just sitting down and talking to people before I was even doing this shit, man. You know, talking to people, man, you know, doctors and all kind of people, you know, school principals and teachers and, you know, all kind of people, man, just sit down and talk to me, man, about life, man. You know, because like I tell them, you know, I can't tell you how to be the best at whatever you doing. But I can tell you, man, if you, whatever you doing, if you not as great as that, it don't even matter. What I'm saying, man, is that, man, you got to be greater than your talents. See, your talents are only meant to help you get through life, man. But who you are as a person is going to be the reason you get through life. So, yeah, man, like I said, you know, that's the only reason I chose to do this shit, man. You know what I'm saying? On top of that, because I believed I could do it. And the reason I believed I could do it is because they sold everything I needed to have in order to do this shit. So the only thing I really needed was money and belief. And that's usually all you need in a lot of motherfucking things. But when you ain't got no money, you got to have belief. Because if you got money and you ain't got no belief, who gives a fuck? You can have all the money in the world, but if you don't believe in yourself, man, that shit does you no good, man. Matter of fact, you're going to end up losing it because you're going to believe in somebody more than you believe in yourself, and you're going to find yourself investing into somebody else's ideas, and they're going to run off with everything you got. So that's why I tell people, man, you got to believe in yourself, man. You got to believe in yourself, man. When you can't see none of the shit that you say you want to do happening, you got to believe that you can do it. That's how it was in my life, man. And that's how it is right now. Because in an imperfect world, everybody will believe in you. And the reason I say in an imperfect world, because the world, how it is right now, is perfect. It's exactly how it's supposed to be. See, people, or even you, want to try to make things more easier for you so you can get through everything you're going through in the world. Now, that ain't perfect. Because how do you find out how strong you are? How do you find your passion like that? How do you find love like that? If everything was the way everything needed to be, man, shit, you wouldn't have to look for nothing. So that's why I say, man, in an imperfect world, everything will be the way you want it to be. But in a perfect world, it ain't. In a perfect world, you're going to have to get up every day, like I always say, and do everything you're supposed to be doing in order to make any of that shit happen that you say you want to make happen in your motherfucking life. But before you can do that, you got to believe. You got to believe you can do that shit, man. See, a lot of times you be believing that it's going to take a whole lot of other motherfuckers to help you do that shit. But more than not, most people just want to hear your ideas. They don't want to help you work them out. And the reason people want to hear what you say you want to do, because they don't even believe you're going to do it. You be telling people shit that you say you want to do, adding more pressure onto you and the shit that you need to do to some people who don't even believe you're going to be doing the shit that you say you're going to do. Because like I told my man yesterday, a lot of times, man, when you be talking about the shit that you want to be doing in your life later on, it don't resemble none of the shit that you got going on right then. And see, that's what people looking at. People looking at where you at right now and saying to themselves, ain't no way in the world he gonna get there. But see, it ain't about what you got around you. It's about what you got in you, man. And see, that's where I get a lot of motherfuckers fucked up. Because, see, they choose to look at what I be having going on around me and then decide on if they want to believe I want to be doing that shit later on in life. I wrote a book. But when I mentioned the thought and idea about writing a book, it was people that believed I didn't even have a story to tell. Believe I, you know what I'm saying? They ain't come right out right and say it. But you know how when you be talking to people, you can sense it. You can see it in their eyes, man. But see, that shit don't bother me, man. Because I'm here to do exactly what I came here to do, man. And so that's why I don't be sweating that shit, man. I don't care about what nobody think or feel about me, man. Because that shit has nothing to do with where I'm going to be at in my life, man. That shit ain't finna hold me up. Now, I ain't saying it can't. But see, I got to choose to let that shit hold me up. So that's my fault. So that's my fault. It ain't no hate. It ain't the hate that you be saying people have towards you that won't allow you to do what you need to do. It's the fact that you keep paying attention to that shit that won't allow you to do the shit that you need to do. And that's your fault too. Because see, like I tell everybody, man, every day God wake us up to give us a chance so we can make a choice to have a better fucking life. Because see, that's all God gonna do, people. And I talk about this shit all the time, man. Man, God just gonna bless you to wake up, man. So when you be doing all that praying at night and shit, man, God hear what you be praying about. And so he know that you know exactly what you want to be doing. So he just gonna do something for you that you can't do for yourself, man. Wake you up. Just to see how bad you gonna want, just to see how bad you really want to say the shit that you be praying about. Now, if you don't get up and do nothing about that, man, God ain't tripping because God already know your intentions. He just gonna wake you up tomorrow so you can go through that bullshit that you still going through. And the reason I know this, people, is because it's all kind of shit going on out in that world, man, that, you know, saying God could be putting his hands on, man. But a lot of things that's going on out in this world, man, that we hate and that we choose that shit, man. We choose to have this world the way this world is, man. God created the world. He ain't create the shit that's going on in the world, man. We did that shit, man. Just like you creating everything that's going on in your life, man. Good or fucking bad, man. God ain't doing none of that. Because like I tell everybody, man, God don't want your credit because he don't need your credit. What more can you tell a believer about God that's going to make them believe even more than they already believe about God? And telling me God done got you a job, man, don't make me believe in God no more than I already do. Because I know that ain't how you got that motherfucking job. See what happened? God woke you up and gave you a chance to fill out an application and you chose to do that. And so when you chose to fill out the application, it landed on somebody's desk, and they eventually looked at the application and decided to call your motherfucking ass. You picked up the phone and answered it. They asked you, did you want to come in for an interview? And you went in for that interview, and that's how you got that job. See, it looked like to me you were doing more work than God. God just do the most important part of the work. The most important about cutting grass is cranking a lawnmower. You ever try to crank a lawnmower, man? Man, you don't get that shit on the first try. You don't get no, you crank it, you got to, after a while, you know, you got to get the gas, especially if you've been sick, you got to get the gas to get inside the mother carb and shit, man, and then to get that motherfucker, man, and then that bitch will get to going through, hey, but if you just pull that bitch one time, be like, oh, this bitch broke, and put it up, shit, you'll fuck around and sell a good lawnmower. And that's just how it be in your life, man. You will fuck around and let all your dreams and ideas go out the window because they ain't worked the first time you tried to do it. See how that shit work, man? See how I bring all that shit back together? Right there, you be like, where he going with this shit? But it's just like that, man. See, like I tell y'all, man, I'm going to be the greatest motherfucker to ever do this shit, man. Because I am already the greatest motherfucker to ever do this shit, man. And I don't need nobody to tell me that right there. You know what I'm saying? That's just what I believe. That's just what I know. And not because I just sit down here and talk shit, man, because I know this shit real, man. I know this shit the truth. But I know a lot of times, man, when I be saying things, man, I have to realize who be listening. See, a lot of people that listening don't be really believers. Yeah, you got faith. You got faith in what God will do for you. But you ain't got no belief in what you can do for your motherfucking self. That's all I'm saying. See, I ain't saying you shouldn't believe in God. But I'm saying if you're going to believe in God, then you got to believe in yourself, man. I don't see it working no other way. So, man, I just tell you people, you know what I'm saying? That's why I just be like, with believing, man, like, you got to believe in yourself, man. Because everybody ain't going to believe in you, man. And a lot of times, man, it ain't that people don't believe in you, man. It's just that people be having shit going on in their own motherfucking life, man. That they be trying to motherfucking figure out and get through. Or sometimes they be trying to come to you with their problems. And here you is telling them about all the shit you got going on, the shit you gonna be doing in your life, man. They ain't trying to hear that shit, man. So that's why I say, man, you have to be careful about the type of people you have around you, man. Man, if you don't believe in me, man, I ain't fucking with you, man. Because I believe in you. Because my belief in you ain't got shit to do with me and what I need to be doing in my life, man. See, I'm going to do that shit anyway. See, I believe in you because I know the potential that you got. I know what you can really do. Whether or not you do that shit or not, man, that's on you, man. I don't really give a fuck. But I ain't finna listen to nobody make no excuses about why they ain't where they need to be at in their motherfucking life. I ain't finna listen to nobody tell me about what they went through as a motherfucking child and they 30 and 40 fucking years old. Because to me, it seemed like you been doing more damage to yourself than whoever did to you when you was a child. And I ain't saying they didn't do nothing to you. I'm just saying, man, it's just some shit that I can't, you know what I'm saying? You got to go to somebody that can talk to you about stuff like that. I'm just trying to say, if you sitting around and you letting that shit fuck up your life, then that's your motherfucking fault. No matter how fucked up it is, whatever they did to you prior to that, it's still your fault because you won't let that shit go. And you won't find a way to move past that shit. And the best way to move past anything, man, is believing you can do it. See, this shit is about, man. This shit is about belief, man. Those that believe succeed, man. And I'm talking about really believe. I ain't talking about just believing in some shit that can make you some money. I'm talking about believing in who you are spiritually, mentally, and motherfucking physically, man. Because like I said, man, when you ain't got no money, how strong are you? Like I said, some people just good when everything is good. Some people great when everything is great. And then some people, it don't matter what's going on. They always great. Like myself, man. Ain't no highs and lows, man. It's only highs in my life, man. Because that's where I choose to stay at. Ain't nothing I can do with negative energy, man. Nothing. So I don't have it around me. I don't speak about it. I don't listen to it, man. Negative energy don't do nothing but make people that listen to it or speak about it negative. And it's the truth, man. It's the truth. So you got to be careful about the people you have around you, man. You got to be careful about the people you have around you, man. You know, because just because a motherfucker your friend, man, don't mean they got to be all, you know what I'm saying? See, you got to know how to place people in your lives the way they need to be placed. See, y'all motherfuckers just throw people in your life and just let them run around and do whatever. No, man. If you ain't the type of person, man, that I need to have around me at a certain point in my life, man, then I'm not gonna have you around me. See, it's up to you to take that shit personal. See, I know what it's about, man. It's about that I need to get some shit done, man, and having you around won't allow me to get it done. And that's my fault. I ain't gonna blame that on you, man. I ain't gonna blame the fact that you always got shit going on in your life and you always got them making excuses for why you where you at in your life and you want to come around me and hold me up and have me sitting around not doing the shit I need to do in my life because I'm saying you a friend. Man, look here, man. I'm gonna be more of a friend to myself than I'm gonna be a friend to anybody. And that ain't to say that I'm, you know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to say, man, hey, at some points in your life, man, it's going to be about you. You're going to have to make it about you, man. Everything can't be about everybody else. Because if it's about everybody else, how can you get your shit done? If you always sitting around here, man, worrying and stressing about everything that everybody else got going on in their lives, man, shit, some of these people you don't even fucking know. Then how can you focus and get the shit done that you need to get done in your life so you can be beneficial to some of these people? See, a lot of times, man, you ain't even beneficial to yourself and you trying to be beneficial to somebody else, man. Is you crazy? You can't do that shit, man. Whatever you say you're going to do, man, you going to have to do it, man. And the best way to do anything is just get the information, man. See, because once you get information about the shit that you trying to do, man, you can do it. If you don't know how to cook motherfucking salmon, motherfucking what the fuck we having today, babe? Fajitas. If you don't know how to make salmon fajitas, shit, you can't make salmon fajitas. At least not the way they supposed to be made. But once you get the information and you go look that shit up, man, and you get everything you need in order to make that shit, man, the only thing that's gonna stop you from making it is if you burn that shit up. But even if you burn it up, you attempt it. So that ain't even goddamn bad. At least you goddamn know what you shouldn't be doing the next time you go to make the shit. But information, people, that's all you really be needing, man. That's a lot. That really be a lot of all our problems, man, is that we don't want to go get the proper information that we need in order to do the shit that we say we want to do in our motherfucking lives, man. But we'll go get some information that ain't got nothing to do with what we say we want to be doing in our lives, man, and then wake up the next day trying to figure out, man, why we ain't where we want to be being at, man. Look here, man. Like I say, man, it's always your fault, man. It's always your fault. No matter how bad shit may be, it's always your fault. Now, I ain't saying everything your fault, because I know a lot of y'all sitting back around, how is it all my fault? I'm talking about, man, the shit that you choose to do. The shit that you choose to allow to happen to you. That's your fault. Because you can choose to make a better choice. I hear people all the time talking, man, I ain't have a choice. You always got a choice. It's just that you know what you just know the outcome of what's going to happen if you make that choice. And then again, it may not be no outcome. It just may be the right thing to do. And some motherfuckers don't even want to do the right thing. And that's your fault. Because see, that's why I say I believe God gave us free will, man. Because he knew, man, that we was going to try to blame anything on anybody. But see, with free will, once you choose to do something, you chose to do it. And once you chose to do something, that was your choice. And motherfucker be talking about, yo, man, you know, I made a mistake. Man, you can't make no mistake when you chose to do that shit. That ain't what a mistake is. A mistake is going to the store and you meant to get a diet Pepsi and you grabbed the regular Pepsi. That's a mistake. A mistake is goddamn going to the gas pump and when you meant to hit premium, you hit goddamn red. That's a mistake. You know, all you got to do is hit cancel and that killed the mistake. But when you choose to do something fucked up, you can't hit cancel to kill that shit. It's gonna always go through, man. If you got them in a relationship and you choose to motherfucking be dishonest and disloyal to the motherfucker you in that relationship with, man, you can't hit cancel on that shit, man. It got to happen. It got to play out now. So that's why I say, man, you have mistakes, then you just got a lot of people out here making fucked up choices, man. See, I ain't finna let nobody tell me they sorry for goddamn doing something they chose to do. Because I believe, man, sorry only benefit the motherfucker that slapped the motherfucker. It don't benefit the person that got slapped. The person that got slapped still feel the pain and still remember when that motherfucker swung and hit them. The apology only benefit the person that motherfucking making the apology. See, some shit you just got to heal from, and that take time. Apologies ain't gonna heal you. Apologies just allow you to move on with some shit you shouldn't be moving on with. So be careful about who you accept your apologies from. And be careful why you accepted apologies. Because a lot of apologies ain't apologies. They really bad choices. I hope I said that right. But if I didn't, don't blame me. Blame the weed. No, I'm just bullshit, man. But yeah, I just want, like I said, I just wanted to get up, man, like really just hit this shit, man, like about belief, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like really believing in yourself, man. Like I say, man, a lot of us, like, even like didn't grow up, man, with your mama, your daddy's telling you you can be great, installing that shit in you at an early age and shit, man. A lot of us had to garner that shit up, man, on our own, man, by going through shit, man. And it started with faith. Don't get me wrong, man. It started with faith. It started with believing in God. I believe the things that God can do, man. But at some point, man, you have to turn that faith into belief, man. Because belief is what's going to keep you moving forward, man. Faith will make you stand still and wait on the goddamn blessings of God. I'm telling you right now, you can do that, but how many times you going to do that? See, I choose just to have faith, but have belief. Belief that I can keep going on and keep doing whatever it is that I want to do in my life, man. Not worried about nobody getting in my way. I'm not worried about nobody stopping me, man. Because I believe and I got faith that God done gave me everything I need to do all this shit, man. And I say that all the time in most of all my podcasts. Because it's the truth, man. You already have everything you need. I don't know why you sitting around here asking God for strength when he already gave it to you. Don't you got faith? Don't you got faith in God? You don't think that God got you down here fucked up without having the things you need to have, do you? Man, no. Shit, if you a parent of a child, don't you want your children to be greater than you? So you don't think God want the same thing? You don't think God wants you to be greater than him? God don't want you to depend on him. So that's why he gave you everything you need so you can depend on your motherfucking self. God don't want you to depend on nobody. And that's why I don't. I don't depend on God. As much as I need him, I don't depend on him. Because I know that he done, like I say all the time, gave me everything I need to do everything I want to do. So I don't got no way I can't make no excuses, people. If I ain't got no food in my refrigerator, I can't make no excuses. I can't say it was the color of my skin. I been black. I'm going on 50. I'll be 50 in September. You know what I'm saying? See, some shit you can get away as a child. But when you grow up, man, you can't get away with that shit, man. I don't care how many excuses you make and how many people feel bad for you. You still going through the shit that you going through. But like I say, man, you have to get that belief, man. Because it's in you, man. Why not believe in yourself, man? Why not believe in yourself? Why not believe that you got it, man? What? You believe in other people. I hear people, how this person changed my life, how this person changed my life. Man, you can stop it. Ain't nobody change your life, man. Ain't nobody change your life, man. Nobody. Like I said, the easiest thing you can do is change your motherfucking mind, and that's all they doing is changing your mind about the way that you feel, about the shit that you doing in your life. That's all somebody doing. Like I say, God don't want your credit, man. Them people don't need that credit, man. Because if they believe in themselves, man, shit, like me, I don't need, hey, listen, it's flattering to hear people when they be like, oh, man, you know that, man, I know this, man, I already know. Man, I be out, people, oh man, you look good. I be like, shit, I know. I mean, I'm good. I appreciate, I appreciate you seeing the same thing I see. But it's just like that, man. So I tell people, you know what I'm saying? The mind is, even with your mind, yo. You know, your mind is just like these cell phones. I be telling like your cell phone and shit, man. You get a cell phone, when you first buy it, ain't nothing on that cell phone. But over time, you start to store shit on that cell phone. Pictures, documents, everything. You can go to that cell, and that is who, you can look at most cell phones, man, is exactly the type of person that owns the cell phone is what's in that cell phone. And that's how it would be in your mind, too. Think about all the shit you done stored in your mind. Some shit, man, that ain't even no good for you no more. You still hold on to. You know what I'm saying? Just like them pictures, man, you got to delete that shit. What I'm saying is you got to let that shit go, man. You got to let that shit go, man. And I ain't saying you got to. Because you can do whatever the fuck you want to do. I'm just saying, man, if you're going to have any chance on doing some of the shit that you say you want to do, man, you're going to have to let that shit go. Because like I tell people all the time, man, you got to let go of who you are to become who you want to be. You got to let go who you are to become who you want to be. Because who you are right now, man, I'm telling you. The person that you want to be in life later on, man, ain't putting up with some of the shit that you putting up with like right now. Ain't thinking or feeling the way that you feeling right now. Not that person that you say you want to be in 5 or 10 years from now. Oh, that motherfucker confident. That motherfucker got belief in himself. That motherfucker got ideals. That motherfucker ain't fucking with people who ain't got their shit together. No matter how long they been knowing them people, man. Because matter of fact, why should they, man, look here, I don't understand why somebody that ain't got their shit together want to be around somebody that do got their shit together. All the motherfucking time. Because how can you get your shit together being around somebody like that? See, I know what it be. You be waiting on that handout. You be hoping the motherfucker gonna help you put you in a position that you ain't even ready to be the fuck in a position. You want to be somewhere where you ain't even ready to be. Like I tell people all the time, be careful who you want to become. Because when you become that person, you may not be ready to be that person all the time. You may not want to get up all the time at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning and have to goddamn do all the shit you need to be doing in order to stay at that position you say you wanted to be at. You might want to stay where you at. You might just want to have that little cool life, waking up when you want to wake up, being around the people you want to be around when you want to be around them, talking to people you want to talk to. Because see, being that person you say you want to be in life, man, you can't be doing this shit that you doing right now, man. No, man, you can't be doing this shit, man. Not when you say you want to be where you want to be at in life. Because like I tell people all the time, it costs more to go to motherfucking Miami. It costs more to stay in Miami than it costs to go to that motherfucker. If all you had to do was pay to get to Miami and do nothing else, man, everybody will stay on vacation. But because you know when you get there, man, you got to pay for the room, you got to pay for food, you got to pay for moving around, going out, all that shit, man, that shit costs. So that's why people pick and choose when they go on vacation, man. Because they don't want to always have to get up every day and do everything they need to do that shit. And that's how it be in your everyday life. See, I'm ready and I'm willing to do everything I need to do, man. And I'm going to do it. Because I believe in myself. And I believe that ain't nobody going to do it better than me. Not that at what I believe in. So yeah, man, I just wanted to come back, man, and goddamn just sit down, man, and rock out with y'all, man, you know, and just go in depth on a little some shit, man. Like I said, man, I don't even know what episode this is gonna be. I might just throw this bitch out there. But either way, man, you know, it's just all about belief, people. You got to believe in yourself. Man, have faith, man. Man, faith will make you jump off the top of a building. If you believe you're gonna land on your feet. So, man, like I said, man, you know I come to do this shit, man. Disclaimer, not because I'm not trying to change nobody's life. I'm trying to change my own motherfucking life. That's why I do this shit, man. But in the meantime, man, I'm trying to inspire people by helping them change their mindset about the way they live in their life or the way they see in their life, man. Because a lot of times, man, your life ain't got to be as fucked up as the next person, man. But when it ain't the way you want it to be, man, it might as well be. So look, man, like I said, man, I'm about to go, man. I thank y'all, man, for, you know, coming in, sitting down, man, fucking with your man, you know. Hey, because like I said, this is what I love to do, man. So find something you love to do, man, and don't stop doing it. No matter how many people don't believe in what you're doing, man. As long as you doing it and you believe it, then it's gonna get done. Peace.